My mom and my sister are here, and my mom just moved in with us 2 days ago, so on Saturday. And so today we're going to take her to the dentist for something, but it has to be at a certain time. So anyway, all of that to say, you guys, my trainer showed up a little bit early today because it's when he could show up in order for me to still make the appointment, yada, yada, yada. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that we live the lives that we want to live. We support the people we love, and we make things work around it. And all in the same process, we show up and support our people, right? So that said, sorry, I'm at a little bit of a different time, but you should appreciate the reason why, because I'm showing you how to be able to do this as well. Okay, you guys? So, here we go. First of all, if you're watching this and you're on YouTube, what you're going to want to do is click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on. There's new videos all the time, okay? Videos of mine are going to be about how to be able to grow your business at home, how to be able to quit your corporate job if it's not serving you, if it's not something that feels good to you and your soul and the way that you show up in the world. If you feel like you have so much more in you to offer to the world, to make the world a better place, to help people around you, and you want to be able to create that as a career, not in a way where you have to get certified and get letters behind your name and all of that stuff, but in a way that that brings in income for you and your family, where you don't have to work these side jobs that don't feel good to you, and then instead have time to do the things that you want to do in service to the community and service to the world. If that's something that's interesting to you, that's what I teach. That's my thing. That's what I love. So I don't care who you are. If you can identify as a world changer, maybe you're not doing it right now, but in your soul you identify as somebody that is here to help shift this planet, that you've got good to offer the world, you are my people, and you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you're going to be able to see how to do that. I show you how to do that. I've done it myself. My family and I have done it ourselves. Okay, you guys? I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to guide you and show you. All right? So that's if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching anywhere else, what you're going to want to do is go over to YouTube, search the first and last name, Martha Krejci, right? Yes, that's how you say it. You search my first and last name, click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. Again, that's where you're going to see all this stuff. Okay, so let me... Oh, I didn't even have the subscribe thing up. It's been a weird morning, y'all. So there's the subscribe button. It's right there. All right, you guys. Let me see. Kaylin, yeah, for moms. Heck yes. Lynn, good morning. Michelle, blessings from Florida. Greta, yay, caught you live. So glad you're late. I love that. Lynn, yay, listened all weekend. I'm ready to crush it. Boom. Oh, to Clubhouse. Heck yes. Grace, hi Martha, good to see you live. Hey, good to see you, Grace. Leslie, good morning and happy Monday. Same to you. Michelle, oh, love that shirt. Hashtag his heart. Yes. Amanda, good morning, Martha. Good morning to you. Kaylin, I'm a world changer. Boom. Right? Andrea, good morning. Good morning to you. Corey, good morning. Oh, guys. Jenna, good morning. Here we go. We ready to go? Let me go ahead and start this. All right, you guys. So here we go. We are talking about 3 simple Clubhouse tips to get followers. Let me get Herman. He is very needy. He is a very needy man. Look at him. He just wants to snuggle. He's snuggling in my neck. All right. So again, 3 simple Clubhouse tips to get followers. This isn't a weird, skeezy way to get followers. I'm not going to tell you how to hack the system or anything like that. We don't do black hat methods on things, okay? Black hat methods go back to This is just if you ever see that term anywhere else. They go back to like the old Westerns. So white hat, the cowboys wearing the white cowboy hat were good guys. The cowboys wearing the black cowboy hats were the bad guys. It was like how you could just see that very visually. And so black hat methods are like ways to game the system. We're not ever here to game a system. Okay, guys, let's be very clear about that. We're not here to game a system. We're here to show up with good value. We're here to show up and help people move forward in whatever it is that we help them move forward with. And then by proxy, they see us show up. And then what a human does is they get curious and they'll go check out your profile. They'll go check out your stuff and then they'll follow you. And then all of the rest of the HBR system comes into play at that point. Man, I'm getting a bath. I just did a workout, you guys. So he's probably just loving life right now. Sweat. I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. Okay. Anyway, so here we go. 3 simple Clubhouse tips to get followers. Number 1, you guys, profile. I don't know how many times I've gone on to Clubhouse and I've gone to somebody's profile and they didn't have one, or they didn't make use of the fact that they could have a profile, right? Like they didn't have a good profile. So I'll be going into more depth in this in the next couple of days as to what to put on your profile. So make sure that you're paying attention to my stuff because I'm going to go into that. All right. You can also go onto Clubhouse and look at my profile if you want. I have seen some people copying and pasting my profile. I prefer that you don't do that and that you rather have your own information on your profile. Just gonna say that. I mean, it should be you, right? But anyway, but what you should do, you guys, is you should utilize that to talk about who you are, what matters to you, who you stand up for, maybe what you stand against, right? It's like it's you as a person. If you were to be able to just put in a small place what you're all about, how you serve, who your people are, so they can self-identify as them, right? And then if you have something to be able to give to them, put it at the bottom as like, I have this free thing for you, da-da-da-da-da. That's pretty much the culture of Clubhouse, is to give away free things. If you look at mine, you're going to be like, Martha, you don't have your free thing on there yet. And I'm like, I know. And that's because it's going to be on there here very shortly. And it's not done yet, so it's not on there. I'm not going to put anything subpar on there, just so you guys know. I don't do that. So number 1, profile. Make sure that you use it. Also be sure that you connect the social medias, at least Instagram. At least Instagram. Oh, let me move this. Sorry. Boop. There we go. You at least need to have Instagram connected to your profile, because there's no way to message people on Clubhouse. So the culture is that people will go to your profile, go down to your Instagram, see if it's connected, and then they'll message you on Instagram. Okay. So that's an important thing. If you don't have that hooked up there, then they're not going to have a place to message you. Okay. Which means they can't communicate with you. That means they're going to have to work harder to try to find you somewhere and then message you. That makes the barrier to entry a lot higher. We need to keep the barrier to entry low. If somebody plans on reaching out to us, we need to make it as easy as possible. Okay. So number 1 is your profile. Number 2 is go into rooms that that generally interest you. Genuinely interest you. Okay. So you're going to go into rooms that you're actually interested in. Okay. Not rooms that you think you can get followers in. There's a very, very different energy to that. You want to go to places that you're actually interested in, because then what you're going to be able to do is you'll be able to give feedback. So if somebody's having a conversation, you'll be able to add into that conversation, right? Like there's so many things that you can do. But at the end of the day, you guys, Clubhouse isn't just a place to go get leads and stuff. the basis of everything that we do here, if we're building our business in a way that is sustainable and that feels good to us as people and that are in service to the world, right? If we're building businesses and income streams that are for that, we need to be building community. Building community is networking and making friends, okay? So the best way to get followers is to not try to get followers. I am like the anti everything else that you're gonna hear. Dude bro sitting on the front of a Ferrari, you know, in a Facebook ad is gonna tell you, you need to do this and this and this, and then you need to act like you like what they're talking about. You need to talk to them. You need to whatever. It's a bunch of garbage. All it is NLP and psychology to try to get people to like you. What about being real? What about being authentic? What about being exactly who you are unapologetically? What about showing up exactly as the person you are and understanding that that is of as much value, if not more value, than pretending to be this other person altogether? You guys, if you end up like going and trying to get followers by pretending to be this other kind of person, what's going to happen is you may get followers, but they are not yours. They're followers that are somebody else's followers, and they're not going to be following you for you. They're not going to be following you for what you have to offer to them. So they're not going to value you. The only way to be able to get followers that value you and your mind and your perspective and the way that you see the world is to act like you and to unapologetically show up in the way that you see the world. To unapologetically be who you are. Who gives a rip what anybody else thinks? Your people are out there and they need you to show up. Because if you can't show up, they can't show up either. Does that make sense? What we do is we express freedom to everybody we come across. We express and we model freedom to everybody that we come across because we show up as exactly who we are and we don't pretend to be anybody else. Okay? We got to do that. And especially if you're wanting to build a business that is sustainable and that is heart-centered and that feels good to you, you've got to do that. You can't skip on it. You can't. Okay? So number 2, go into rooms that genuinely interest you. And now number 3, go on stage and talk. This is where a lot of people are sort of like sitting. They're waiting off in the wings. You go into these rooms, there's a lot of people watching and not that many people on stage. Some of that's by design because they're not pulling a lot of people up on stage. I get that. But a lot of them are just watching and listening to the conversation, and that's totally okay. But whenever you have something to add to the conversation, even if it's just a kudos, even if it's just like a virtual high five of like, man, that was good. I just wanted to give you some dap. I just wanted to show you. I just wanted to give you some like, holy smokes, that was killer. Right? Just to even be able to say something like that, get on stage and say something, all right? And let it be authentic. Don't say things that you think people want you to hear. Today, right now, make a challenge to yourself to only show up authentically, to only show up in how you believe and what you believe, instead of thinking you need to be anything to anybody else. You guys, Clubhouse represents authenticity. There are people that have been the dude bro sitting on the front of Ferraris and YouTube ads, and you'll see them on Clubhouse, and they'll have a lot of followers because that's just kind of who they are, and whatever. People blindly follow them, and that's fine, whatever. But listen to them. You're going to find out very quickly who really knows their stuff and who doesn't, because you can't hide. You can't hide on Clubhouse. You're in real life audio. If somebody's asking you a question, you need to know your stuff. They don't know their stuff. There's a lot of them that I've seen on there that you'll see. They have a lot of followers and everything, but you listen to them talk and it's like, I heard that back in '98. Like, that's old news. That isn't even true anymore. Like, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, you guys. So just watch and listen, because sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's a dumpster fire. But like, it's at the end of the day, you guys, number one, make sure the 3 simple Clubhouse tips to get followers. Number one, fill out your profile and make sure you connect your social media. Point blank. Everybody knows that, but not enough people do it. You need to do it, okay, you guys? Number 2, go into rooms that genuinely interest you. Number 3, go on stage and talk. Just talk. Even if it's to give a virtual high five. Bonus is to show gratitude to people that are running the room, okay? Bonus, if you get on stage to give some dap or to ask a question or something like that, bonus is to show real authentic gratitude to the people that are running the room and the things that they're saying, okay? This is a whole new frontier of showing up in a different way, which is what we've been teaching in HBR anyway, right? But this blows it out of the water. So if you've already got the HBR system all set up for yourself, right? If you've already got that all set up, you add Clubhouse to it, that's the gasoline. You've got everything you need. Now let's go. This is where your business explodes, okay? 100%. And yes, I'm going to have additional trainings in there and all sorts of stuff. So there you go, you guys. That is 3 simple Clubhouse tips to get followers. Also, if you guys didn't catch the Clubhouse Basics video of mine, that is on YouTube. So go ahead and check that. That is under my first and last name. So Martha Krejci on my YouTube channel, Clubhouse Basics. It's also in the description. The link is in the description of this video. All right, y'all. Let's see here. Robin, you're wearing the same shirt today? I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Katie Lynn's doing a winter photo shoot later today. I love it. White hat wear. Heck yeah. What's up with Clubhouse? Why go there? I just need to listen. Actually, what I would do is I would go to the description of this video and go to Clubhouse Basics. That's the first one that you need to watch. Also, let's see. Yes, I want to tweak my profile. Heck yeah. Later this week, I'll have a video about profile for sure. It'll be great. Where are we at here? 1721, cool. If you guys do not have HBR yet, but you hear me talk about it, let's have a quick chat. There are some pretty massive things that happened over the weekend. Very, very, very massive things that happened over the weekend. You guys in HBR already know that what we represent is the future of how we build business, the future of how business can even be successful, okay? And typically it's online business. Typically it's working from home, yeah? Here's how I need to say it. If you feel called to show up in the world, if you look at me on videos and you're like, I want that, right? I want to come on videos, or I want to live a life in service where I can just be who I am, where I can just talk conversationally about stuff that matters to my heart, ways that I would like to see the world change. We are the ones, okay? We are the ones that are going to be shifting this world. We're already doing it. If you're wanting to really do this as a career, and when I say career, 5 to 10 hours a week, career doesn't mean you work all day, every day, right? That's not how I roll. But if you want to do this as a career, as your sole income stream, don't need anything else. If you're wanting to shift this world and be of service to this world as a career, you guys, you need HBR. You're not going to do it any other way. I need to tell you the truth here. There's people out there that are just, and I like to believe that people are not malicious, okay, to begin with. I would like to believe that they just don't realize what they're doing. But what they're doing is they're taking people's money and not giving them any benefit. And they're not showing people how to really be able to show up in the world in a way that feels good to their soul. They're showing people how to build business online, but it's not good. And it leaves people feeling skeezy, and it leaves people feeling worse about themselves, and they feel gross, and they're not proud of themselves, and they don't like what their kids see them doing. And it ends up being a gross situation. You guys, if you're wanting to actually do this stuff as a living, get HBR. It's not expensive. But if you want to know what it's going to cost you not to do it, it's probably thousands of dollars and years down the drain of you being able to actually do something in this world, right? What's it going to cost you not to do it? What does it mean if you don't start this? Before I was doing all of this stuff, I was an alcoholic living in a basement staring at the wall one night, right? I knew I had a lot in me. I knew I was able to really be able to change people's lives, but I had no idea how I was going to do it. And now what I do is I serve those people. Those people who have been through the trenches, who have hearts of gold, that just need to understand how to be able to show up in the world, right? They just need to understand what it looks like for them. Maybe you work at a corporate job and you're just like, I can't stand this anymore. This life is not for me. I don't like being away from my family. I just don't like going to this job. HBR is for you. If you're a kid that either just entered college or didn't start college or is trying to figure out what life looks like for you in this confusing time that we live in, and you feel an urge to do the right thing, we're the same. Yeah, I'm 40 and you're not. But that was me whenever I was your age. I wanted nothing more than for the world to be a better place, and if I could have a hand in it, that was me. And it took me a really long time to figure things out for myself. And do I think that was my journey? Yeah, I do. But that's only so I can turn around and help you at this point right now. Right? And then for my moms, I was sitting at my corporate job in my carpeted cubicle, and I got a video of my daughter taking her first steps. You guys, what is happening in the world right now is old news. It's time for us to start something new. And when I say start something new, that begins with you. And it begins with what your heart says to you. And all I need is for you to be heart-centered. And what that means, all I need is for you to have a heart to serve other people, to want to positively impact the world. That's all I need. The rest I can teach you. The rest I can help you uncover. Okay? That's not a difficult thing. All I need is for you to be ready to serve this world, and you don't need to know how, you don't need to know anything. Okay? I love you guys so much, but what you would do is you would just message Livin the Dream with Martha. It's my Facebook business page. Message me the words case study. We'll have a small chat. I'll give you the details of HBR, and you're off to the races. You guys, 2021, I've been saying it for a long time that 2021 is going to crush. This last weekend, it was illuminated to me exactly what that looks like. On another level, I already know on many levels that it's going to, but on another level, but you have to have HBR in play. You have to have the foundation, and then we can build on the foundation and we can just catapult you, right? I don't have to be the only one that's making a ton of money from home. This is for all of us. This is for all of us. I love you guys. Bye-bye.